Guys, Kyle, the Death Knight of Anime here, bringing you my review for Black Clover, episode 40. And if you're wondering why it's taking so long, it's just it's gotten to the point, honestly, where like with Black Clover, for me, it's one of those series where I don't necessarily feel the absolute need in order to rush the reviews for this particular series out, because obviously I'm one of the only few people who's actually still reviewing it and whatnot. So yeah. But of course, I'm after this. I'm not even gonna. I'm not even gonna. I'm not even gonna. I'm not even gonna. I'm not even gonna attempt to review like the second season or whatnot. Like, yeah, it's just Blood Clover is kind of Blood Clover has gotten better, but it's one of those things where it could have been so much better too. But anyway, let's get into the review itself. And like I said, the episode, it wasn't. This was definitely one of the weaker episodes for sure. And to be a little fair, a lot of that unfortunately has to do with the content it was based off of, like the material, the chapter itself. Like even though it's canon, it really is like a filler, in canon filler type thing. But to start off with, but beyond that, so if anyone had any reservations about whether or not Klaus is Black Clover's Kiba, then I'm sure the beginning of this episode will convince you, because not only did the dude walk in on Vanessa and Noelle changing, which shame on you, Klaus, for peeping on Asta's waifu, even by accident, but he basically told Yuno to stop using his full power so he could get a chance to fight. I mean, I know he said that in order to promote teamwork, but honestly, we pretty much know exactly why Klaus pretty much wants to stop, in order to stop using Sylph on basically on Span. He basically wants his pretty much time in the sunshine. He's big, like you could basically just he wants his time in the spotlight. He wants to show what he can do. It's like, yeah, he's Kiba. He's fucking Kiba, and it's not even just like. And the thing that honestly gave him away from me was pretty much his facial expressions. Like if you look at Klaus's facial expressions, you can tell he's pretty much crusty and jealous as fuck at pretty much how strong Yuno has become. He's jealous of Yuno. Like he's trying to. I think in his warped little mind, he's still trying to wrap around his head how pretty much common beggar boy was able to gain such power. Like you could tell that's kind of digging around his head, I'm sure. But yeah, like Klaus, just stop being a crossfuck, okay, please. Otherwise, you are gonna become Kiba at one point. And okay, I may as well get this out of the way. The episode, like, okay, I know there are gonna be a lot of people out there who say that this episode was filler, but unfortunately, guys, as someone who's read the manga, I can say that this episode was not filler, guys. It was based on an actual chapter in the manga, which it wasn't just filler. It was based on an actual chapter in the manga, which, to be fair, honestly, even to this day, that chapter 57 was the chapter, and to this day, chapter 57 is the one chapter I'm questioning as to why it needed to exist. Like it was pretty much just the whole beach thing. It was pretty much just fan service for. It was just fan service. It was just a breather thing, I guess. But I think you could have done a lot more with that whole concept of being at the beach. No, I think the manga could have done a lot more with the whole concept of being at the beach, to be honest with you. But I guess he wanted to go for reality. I don't know what people do at the beach. And I can, but even then, knowing that, with the manga, with the manga of Black Clover, people have always said that the manga is definitely faster. That is definitely faster than pretty much the anime, and they're absolutely right. Like the manga pretty much breezed through that pretty much whole all that beach stuff in order to get to the good stuff. But here in the anime, it was extent the contents of the whole beach stuff. It was extended quite a bit, which does make me wonder not only what the point was, but it also makes me more curious how this first season is going to end. Because, like I said, we only have 10 episodes left, guys. So unless Piero really picks up the pace after this episode, I can't see the series ending with the arc's conclusion. So yeah, it kind of makes me curious how the pacing of this arc, how the pacing of this underwater temple arc is going to be handled from here. It should be interesting at what point they're going to stop it at. Also, why do they keep bringing this Baja loser back? What's his purpose? I mean, I know he's supposed to be the comic relief, but is that really his only purpose? I mean, at least to Klaus's credit, when he actually does something, it serves a purpose. But this guy just serves no purpose. It serves no purpose whatsoever. And the more we get of this guy, like the more I've actually kind of realized how much I want the mangaka to actually write him out of the story. Like I couldn't care less about this dumbass. So why the hell is he in this story? I don't know if the mangaka is gonna hear me when I say this, but I don't know what you got planned for this guy. But whatever it is, do it soon, because I'm getting sick and tired of this guy. Just saying. And this isn't me just addressing the anime. It's me addressing both the anime and the manga here. Like, yeah. Basically, this Baja loser definitely needs to go, or he needs to step up his game and actually become a well-developed character. Something. Just please. And yeah, as you probably can tell, I'm basically reaching for stuff here, and like this episode, it wasn't very heavy on the plot progression. And the little bit of progression you do get is near the end, where Yami explains the logistics of their mission and how they're going to get to the underwater temple, which, even taking out the mana aspect, the whole concept of traveling underwater during night is, I'm not going to lie, it is a legit strategy, as it is when basically what I know of science in general is that being under the light of the moon is when water is at its calmest, unless there's like a really heavy wind to go along with it. But I do like how this is bringing up how they brought up the fact of how they're going to use Doll's magic how they're going to use her magic in order to get to the temple. And I'm not gonna lie, it definitely makes Noelle a bit of a plot device, but it's still a plot device that works because it's actually being used to develop her as a character, and it's bringing her pretty much again center stage and into the spotlight. So for that, I like it, especially with the fact that they're still consistently bringing up her problem of controlling her mana. So this is taking that extra step forward of actually showing us her progression of being able to control her mana too. And also, we pretty much get a full look at the girl who was teased last episode, so hopefully we're finally going to learn what exactly she is next episode, because right now the only theory I got is that if she's a resident of the underwater temple, then I say she's a mermaid. That's pretty much all I got. But, yeah guys, that's pretty much all I got for this review. Enjoy the video, like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter and Facebook. That might have been signing off. Later guys.